that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Mayfield on play action. Being chased out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
40's the mark. Squeeze.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kelly. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
180. Point it right. Hurry. Check 25. Check.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Real. Hey, Lloyd 33.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's bring it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Hey, wahoo! What's twist?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Kelly. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
51, go. 51 to Mike. We don't want this. Hey, go. 51. Coming. Mike.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. Let's go. Let's keep running. Let's keep running. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check pass. Check pass.
Throwing, Mayfield. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
180.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Run. Hurry. 6 guys. Check 6. Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kelly. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
That's where you belong.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Check 4. Check 31. Check 31.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. They got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Forced out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Target.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Kill. Go. 51 to Mike. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson throwing again. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And some space here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 50 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check out read.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Gibbons. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get it.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's see what you got. Sponge! 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 No! No! Check 50. Check 50.
On the carry is Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 62 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Focus, defense, focus.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now this throw caught left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Check 13. Check 13. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go. Check. Check. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Titans 16.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try the left side. Galvin. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Set, hut, and read. Mike 51. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 3rd and goal, Irvin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike, check Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.